What's up, guys? Ice Boy here.
So, I'm in the world of Warcraft. For those of you who don't know, about a year back, I had a mage. First time ever playing the world of Warcraft, okay? This was when Classic came out. And I got her to level about 46, I think is what it was. And then I just kind of stopped playing for a minute, okay? But I've been wanting to go back for a while, dogs, because the game is so fucking told. You guys should really try it out if you haven't yet. So before I show off this character, I have a patron praise report to read to you guys, okay? Like I said many times, when I get a patron, day's life just turn around, man, if it's shit, okay? Like great things happen to them. It's fucked up and miraculous and shit, and I can't really explain it, but that's just how it goes, dog. So click the link in the description below if you want to become a patron. But here it is. Now, he didn't want me to tell you guys his name, okay? So relax about that shit. Some of y'all like to remain anonymous, alright? And that's fine. So here it is. It's quite short and sweet. Iceman. Before I became a patron, I could never get pussy. Miraculously, shortly after becoming one, I went to the club and bitches was all over me. I ate so much ass that night that I almost went blind from lack of oxygen. Thank you! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Okay, may the creator bless you and keep you is what he says. I ate so much ass that night, I'll never go hungry again. Wow. Well, that's it. So, yeah, no problem, man. My pleasure, you know. Like I said, just good shit seems to happen when you dogs become a patron. I don't know. But, anyway. So, here's my Warlock. And this has been a really good time playing this. You know, the Warlock, I thought, was going to be kind of difficult. They got all sorts of curses and shit. Their skill tree is cray-cray. Let me show you some of it. See, here's the stuff. Now, a lot of you dogs probably haven't played this game before. I'm not too far from the beginning, okay? I've learned a handful of spells, and I even have a minion now. You don't start out with a minion. See, I have this little guy. An imp, a demon imp. And here's her gear. But basically, the game initially, it helps you, man. The tutorial, or you can really get going into motion. You got to go to the guys with the little exclamation points over their heads that you'll see. Here's your map. Like, see, here's some right here. That's way to the east now, and some to the west as well. And if you're level, like I'm level 8, so I can look at, you know, what level these quests are. I have the Questy add-on that you should download, right? Unless if you're really hardcore, then don't download that shit. So basically, I had a few quests up here in Northshire. Oh, fuck, where was it? Yeah, I think that's where it was. And you just had to go around and kill some little goblins and this and that and the third. But alright, so check this out. Here's some basic mechanics of how this shit works. So, like, I've already done several quests, and my character's level 8. When she hits 10, she can have some big-ass genie motherfucker as her summon, who tanks a lot more. You see, Warcraft Classic is slow-paced, man. It's chill, okay? At the beginning, anyway. It's chill. Like, I played Shadowlands for a minute, or for 20 minutes, and my character was already level 10. She had about 7 or 8 skills already. She had the teleport type skill, which is called Blink. And in Classic, you don't get that shit for hours and hours, okay? And I got it in like 20 minutes, man. And then she had Frost Nova, she had everything. But see, check this out. So here's a wolf. Your character has buffs. Kind of like Diablo and shit. But the game style in World of Warcraft is so much different all right, from Diablo, obviously. And sometimes I'm in the mood for that shit, man. Like, they both have their pros and cons, you know what I mean? It's all relative shit. But this game requires strategy to a great extent and group cooperation, all right? Because you can get up to like 5 people in a party. When you do dungeons, you can have a max of 5 people. And every class has its purpose. You need a healer, pretty much. You need a tank, all right? Then you need a couple DPS characters. It's like a big game of chess and shit. Just your little battles with the monsters and all that. And how y'all's, like, you help each other out and shit. And it's really cool, man. But this game tight, dog. But check this out. So here's a wolf, who's a very basic enemy. He's only level 5. And my character's level 9, like I said. So here, I'll make my imp attack him, because I have things hotkeyed. I have this mouse I bought. Thank you to my patrons and my supporters. Y'all let Ice Boy buy shit like this, or I justify buying it. This mouse is like 80 or 90 bucks, I think. It's the Mamba thing. It has 12 buttons on the sides. You can hotkey all sorts of things. It's Toad. But so I have this little imp guy hotkeyed, so I'll make him attack the wolf. See that? And he casts Firebolt and shit, or Fireball. I don't know what it is. Then my character can start casting on him too. Shadow Bolt and this and that. And the Warlock is a damage character, I believe. They all have special things they can do. Like, I think she can... she doesn't make the portal, right? The mage can make the portal later on, where you can get your group all rendezvoused at a certain point. But the Warlock does something else that's kind of fucked up. I can't remember what it is. Like, they all touch hands together and shit, or she makes this magic shit, and you all touch it, and the character can portal over to you. It's cray-cray. I'm pretty sure that's what the Warlock does. But yeah, she's primarily a DPS class, kind of like the mage. She has a minion. Look at this guy. He needs help. So if you say, like, laugh out loud, for example, she actually laughs. There's all sorts of little things you can do, man. See, you can dance. See that? You can dance and shit. And you can wave. You can give each other buffs. See, this guy's not even in my party. I don't think I can give him a buff. But anyway, he's only level 3, so he's not much use to me. He's a paladin character. So these are just easy enemies, obviously. But the Warlock, you do a lot of DPS. And Ice Boy ain't no pro, dog. So honestly, if you guys have experience with the Warlock, let me know. Like, in terms of leveling, what skills to level up, what spells to focus on. I'm going to look at a guide or two. I already just briefly glanced at 1 or 2. Just skills you should consider in Classic WoW. Big difference from the retail, so everything has changed. So yeah, if you're looking up guides or whatever, make sure you look up the Classic WoW guides. And I think their Burning Crusade is coming out in a few months. That's like the next expansion, and that came out years and years ago. So they're adding that to Classic WoW. Shit, I think that came out in mid-2000s or something. 2006, 2007, something around that range. I don't know. But yeah, the Warlock does a lot of damage over time spells. She can do curses on enemies. Fear was a big one. It makes your enemy run away. See, watch this. Maybe I'll try that one on somebody. That's a hog spell. I remember in PvP, that's a big deal. But there's a lot of walking before you can get your mount. Watch this. I'll fear this pig. All right. See, then he just runs away and shit. I think you can do a damage over time spell and then fear him. Like I have Corruption, Curse of Agony. See, but now he comes after me because I started something with him. But the game's absolute toad, so I'm going to go accept a quest real quick. I'm going to walk over there. So this quest, for example, with Questy, it shows your questable enemy. See, I click on the wolf, and it just shows his... oh, you guys can't see that. Shit. You guys can't see that shit. Here, let me take away the camera. All right, so the wolf, you see that? It just shows his level and his health. But then I click on the bear, and it shows that green thing, right? Because he has to do with the quest. So I can go and I gotta kill a bunch of bears. See, I gotta kill 5 of them, I think. And then there's another type of wolf that I have to kill for this quest as well. So starting out, you just have some quests like that you can easily solo. And of course, some classes fare better for solo than others. I think for starter classes, the hunters do really well solo. The mage can do okay. And the warlock can do okay as well, to my understanding. Might be like the easiest solo classes from, you know, the early levels. So here's that bear. So what I'll do is I'll cast this Curse of Agony on him. And then this other damage over time, Corruption. And then this thing right here, which is called Immolate. See that? And it does damage over time as well. And then this Shadow Bow skill that does 24 to 31 damage. They have cooldowns, use your mana. And there's also some skills that the Warlock can utilize that allows her to allocate mana to health and vice versa. So I'm about to begin experimenting with those skills. But yeah, dog, this game, you don't, like, it can be really overwhelming, and I never played until about a year ago, and I've had dogs who played in the past, had dogs who was telling me, Ice Boy, you got to get on here and play, but, you know, I just never did. It always sounded overwhelming and shit. But when Classic came out, and I read about all the toads saying how godly the game is, it's like, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And it came in widescreen, especially because I'm making a video. So I was like, maybe it'd be fun. Because at the least, I could just make a couple videos on it. But then I come to find the game is Toad. As I kind of expected, you know what I mean? I really don't like learning too many new things when it comes to games. So the games that I play, I don't have like a wide array of games that I play. So it takes a lot for me to try a new one, I think. Like Diablo, you know, you can kind of jump on Diablo 4 when it comes out, I assume, and it's pretty self-explanatory, and you have a lot of experience in the genre at least. And it's just a slow progression, I think, of how those games, what the mechanics are in them and all that. So going from Diablo 1 to Diablo 2 was easy, Diablo 2 to Diablo 3 was easy, and then 3 to 4 I think it's going to be somewhat the same. But when it comes to like a whole new game and a whole new franchise, I don't really branch out too much. And some of you guys might have a similar way about you. But yeah, if you want to have, you know, if you want to give it a shot, and if you got the time, and you just feel like, you know, learning something new, like this game, there's so much to it, man, when it comes to dueling. Like I would duel folks, because I'm on a PvP server, and I was on one as well with my mage. And so through levels 20s and 30s and 40s, I just sometimes start fighting with the Horde. And to my surprise, I actually did okay in some situations, and I was quite new, and I still am. But the mage is a powerful class. But it's fun as fuck, man, because the way that you guys spar, like there's counter spells, like you have just so much shit you can do. Like see all these little slots for skills to go into. I don't have not even, you know, a fraction of them filled, because I'm such an early level, but there are just counters to everything and this and that and different ways to deal with different classes. You know, it's quite a spar, man, and you don't have to get overwhelmed from the get-go because it's quite simplistic initially. I think it helps really ease you in classic WoW. I can't remember what level you have to be to duel folks or to even try to PK like a Horde, for example. But it depends on the territories you're in. Like this territory, for one, the Horde can't come here and kill people because this is a starter area for Alliance, for example. But there are other areas in the game where it's just a free-for-all, and you're doing quests there, and the Horde is doing quests there as well. So if you want, you can duel, kill each other, this or that. Or hell, in some situations, you'll even help each other, man. not messing with you guys with my mage when she was level in the late 20s or 30s. I can't remember which. I had to go and get her class quest wand in that area of her level. There was this very difficult area I had to walk to, right? It was far away, man. It was far as fuck. I think it was somewhere way over here. I don't remember where it was, man. It was in some swampland. There are all these giant monsters that are a higher level than I was. And I finally get to the place. There's this old bitch of a witch hanging out in a little cabin, and I had to talk to her and kill some boss for her. The boss was very powerful. Ice Boy was all by himself with his little women, and she couldn't handle this guy. But this was a neutral area where the Horde was also. There was this Horde dude there, and he helped me kill the boss. All right? He waved at me and shit, so you can wave at him. But you talk different languages, so they can't even see what you're typing. If I say, like, hello, guy, like, he won't even see what that says, because it's like a different language. It's supposed to implicate a language barrier between the Alliance and the Horde. So there's no communication, man, except for, you know, gestures and signals. He waved at him. And then he killed that boss, helped me kill the boss, because he needed the quest too, and then I helped him kill that boss. And then we went our separate ways, dog. And to that fellow, may the Creator bless you and keep you, sir. Because I needed that shit. This is all exciting, though, because I don't know, like the Warlock quest line. They have different quest lines that you can follow and get certain pieces of gear. So I don't know where this is going to go, man. Furthest I've ever gotten with a Warlock right here, level 8. But if you dogs will, like the video. Hit the thumbs up button. These are just other characters running around. Almost all of them are Alliance. So now I think I need to go and kill some of these Murloc creatures. And I'm just starting to figure out what skills to use initially. So for those of you who are more experienced, let me know the better skills to prioritize as the Warlock. From level 8, for example, to like level 20 or whatever. Just let me know what's good. And like the damn video if you have not yet. Become a patron if you want. Thank you to my patrons for supporting the Ice Boy. May the Creator bless ye and keep ye. Peace be with you, dogs.